Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome into the live, everyone. I want to say a very, very, very special Wednesday afternoon, evening to you all, wherever you are at. If you are on the East Coast of America, it's around 2 minutes to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And if you are joining us from London, it's around the same time to 10 in the night for you, and wherever else you're joining me from. If you're joining me from Jamaica, yep. If you're joining me from my motherland, yeah, that is my motherland. It is now minutes to 4 in Jamaica right now. But come on in, guys. Come on in. I am going to be multitasking here, but this live is long overdue. I should have done it since when, but you know how things do go sometimes, Nothing is set in stones, especially when you have a lot on your plate. So with me having tons and tons and tons of things on my plate, I have to prioritize all the time. But anyway, we are here. We are going to be here together. So come on in, say something in the chat so I can know who is there, so I can know you are there. I know there are people there who like to just come in and look at me and think what they think and say what they say. Don't say it to yourself. Say it to me. Say it to us. Say hello. Come on. Say hello. It's nice to say hello when you come into somebody's house. So when you come on up in here, say hello. Albert Miranda is in the house. Albert, ¿cómo está, mi amor? How are you doing, Albert? So come on in, guys. Well, actually this evening, in preparation for our Swords in Answers Bible Trivia tomorrow around this time, we are going to be going over the last 3 chapters of the book of Numbers. Remember, we are trying to move on a little quicker than we originally planned because we have the entire Bible to go through. Yeah. Call me crazy if you will. I'll take that. But I just think that it is imperative that we read this book and go through it. Yes, from chapter to chapter, because I am curious and I want to share my curiosity with you all, because I know some of y'all are curious as well, but you are just not patient enough to read this book. So guess what? I'll read it for you and we will talk about it together, and whatever we can clarify, we will try to get some clarification with it. And if we can't get any clarification with it, we'll try to understand it on our own terms. But as lay people with a book that has the ultimate influence on all aspects of all our lives, I think it is imperative that we at least read it at least once in our lives. So that is my quest. So come with me, join me. Yeah, and let us read. We have gone from Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus. Now we are finishing up the book of Numbers, and then we're going to move on to the book of Deuteronomy. And not before the year is done, but before next year is done, we should be finished with the entire book. So you would not have been able to say after that you have never read the Bible from the beginning to the end, because this is what we are going to do. Yeah, this is what we want to do. Hold on, let me just put this up here. And guys, if you are new here, a very, very, very special welcome to you. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for joining us. If you are a returning traveler, like I see my travelers in the chat there is my friend Albert and there is my brother Joseph. How are you doing, Joseph? Oh, Joseph, I just love you. You are the bomb.com. And there is Joseph, another traveler in the house. If you are a traveler, come on and join in, share the live, invite your friends, tell them to come on over, because we are going to be reading We are going to be reading chapters 34, 35, and 36, and that will complete the book of Numbers. Last time I told you all to go ahead and read chapter 33, and why I said so is because chapter 33 is just that the substance of chapter 33 is sort of limited, because it talks about, you know, the kings of the different places that the children of Israel are journeyed through to get to where they're at the moment, and all it's sort of breaking down their journey. So it's like, oh, and they were leaving from St. Thomas, oh, and then they got to this place. I don't know places in St. Thomas. They got to Yalas, and then they got to this place, and who was the king in this place, that sort of thing. So that's why I told you all, go ahead and read chapter 33. I don't know how many of you did. And I don't know how many of you are going to say, well, Trev, you better read it, because I know some of you out there are going to tell me, are going to tell me, oh, I didn't read it and I don't have a Bible, so you better read it for me. God is in the house. God is in the house. God, how are you doing? How are you doing, my love? So good to see you. So good to see you. I know we spend a lot of time together today, but that's the sister spirit. That is the sister spirit, my love. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great evening / afternoon. Come on. I don't want this light in my face. Okay. But so good to see you. We are going to start reading. We are going to start reading chapter 34. Are you with that, Kat, or you want me to go back to 33 since we are on the end? And it's Wednesday when I don't have to go to work, so we could always just read it if the other classmates haven't read it yet. We could always read it. If everybody else hasn't read it, we could always read it. We got time. We got time and the ability to read it. I am fabulous, my love. I am fabulous. I give thanks for all blessings, great or small. I give thanks because, you know, once you are vertical, everything else can fall in place. But gratitude is a must. So thank you all so much for coming. Those of you who are just peeping in, at least hit the like button when you peep in if you cannot stay. If you can't stay, you hit the like button and you leave good wishes and you run along. But once you peep in, once you peep in and you can't stay, that's what I expect of you. Just hit the like button. Ain't no big deal. Ain't nobody gonna run after you. Ain't nobody gonna hurt you. It's fun over here. You can always kick your shoes off and come on in, sit down, take a seat. Let's chat together. Last night we had a wonderful live. Thanks to those of you who participated in the live yesterday. My sister Soup Like Me. If you haven't connected with Soup Like Me, go ahead and check her out on the tube. Soup Like Me. She was my co-host last night. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful channel, wonderful sister there. If you're not yet connected with her, go ahead, connect with her. Also, if you have not yet connected with Overton, I don't think there's anybody here who hasn't yet connected with Overton, Son of a King. Check out that channel on YouTube, Overton, Son of a King. If you have not yet connected with the Amazing M&G channel, the Amazing M&G channel is an amazing channel. Go check them out as well. If you have not yet connected with We Unlock Nation, yes, check out that channel as well, We Unlock Nation. And today I'm going to ask you to connect to another channel that I've been following. I've been following this channel for a minute now. I love it over there. She does mostly videos. She hardly does lives and stuff. But go on over there and connect with Journey with Jackie Houston. Go and find Jackie's channel, Journey with Jackie Houston. Go and find Jackie's channel and connect with her. All right. There is also Arlene. Go connect with Arlene's channel if you have not yet connected. Yard Foods. There are so many people I could tell you. There is Walrich. Yes, Walrich is on his way to the promised land. So too is We Are Lot Nation. So too is Overton, Son of a King. So too is Auntie Chris's Kitchen Gadget. Go on over and connect with those people. Those are great channels for you to connect with. Oh my word. Right here, I'm just trying to get this charger to plug into the phone. Okay. And there we go. All right, Jose, please remember to pray for the people for yes, for all the people down there in my home state of Florida. Oh yes, I saw some videos come across just now of people showing what's been happening over there in Tampa, over that area there. They're really getting whooped by Hurricane Ian. We just gotta pray for them to stay safe. I saw lots of buildings losing their roof, and I know it's getting really, really bad. And you know they have a lot of waterways down there, a lot of alligators and stuff. And when the water rises, the alligators are gonna be all over the place. So those of you down there in Florida, please, please, please be safe. Okay? All right. Let's move right along. Carl, what do you say? Do you say read 33? Joseph, what you say? Joseph, did you read 33? I'm not sure you did. Talk to me. You gotta talk to me though. You gotta tell me what's going on. Did you read? Did you read? Oh, you said don't read 33. Okay. All right, guys. Why you say, Joseph? We're taking a poll here. Oh, you did. Oh, God didn't. Oh, God, you mean you didn't read it? Joseph, me, no, you didn't read it. Oh, you didn't read it. Okay. So my students in the class, they didn't read chapter 33. So just to make sure we have the continuity and make sure we don't leave anybody behind, we are going to read chapter 33. Sister Winsome, wherever you are, hasten. I ask God to hasten your footsteps so you can hurriedly get on up in here, because I know you don't like to miss. I know you don't like to miss the readings. But here we are. We are going to be reading chapter 33 of the Numbers, guys. So if you have your Google Bible or your book Bible, let's read along. Let us read along, and we will be stopping. We'll be making some pit stops every now and then once we read something that we need need to elaborate on, or we need somebody's input on. CAD is always my great resource in the chat, and CAD, you don't know how much I sincerely appreciate you, because remember, guys, I'm no theologian. I ain't studying all this stuff. My whole goal is to read what is in here and know what is in here, what is said in this book. Okay, but CAD has read extensively about what's in the book, and also from external resources she has also read. So I sincerely appreciate her contribution all the time, because it always helps us with getting some clarity. We sincerely appreciate that. So now we are on to Numbers chapter 33. These are the journeys of the children of Israel, which went forth out of the land of Egypt with their armies under the hand of Moses and Aaron. And Moses wrote their goings out according to their journeys by the commandment of the Lord. And these are their journeys according to their goings out. Oh, We Are Nation is here. Look at that. To speak of the angel, and he appears. How are you doing, my brother? So good to see you. And verse 3 said, and they departed from Ramesses in the first month on the 15th day of the first month. On the morrow after the Passover, the children of Israel went out with a high hand in the sight of all the Egyptians. Okay, so it was the 15th day of the first month, the day after the Passover, that the children of Israel left out of Egypt, and they left from a place called Ramesses. Okay, let us continue. For the Egyptians buried all their firstborn, which the Lord had smitten among them, upon their gods. Also, the Lord executed judgments. And the children of Israel removed from Ramesses and pitched in Succoth. So Succoth was the second place, was their second stop. And they departed from Succoth and pitched in Etham, which is in the edge of the wilderness. So Etham was their third stop. Verse 7, and they removed from Etham and turned again unto Pihariroth, which is before Baal-Zevon, and they pitched before Migdal. Yeah, forgive me about the pronunciation of these names, my friends, but we are going to encounter a lot more of this because they are traveling in some places where these names are not too familiar. Verse 8 says, and they departed from before Pihariath and passed through the midst of the sea into the wilderness. So it was after they left Pihariath that they passed through the sea, through the Red Sea. Remember, they had gone through the Red Sea and then into the wilderness, and went 3 days' journey in the wilderness of Etham and pitched in Marah. And they removed from Marah and came unto Elim, and in Elim were 12 fountains of water, and 70 palm trees, and they pitched there. All right, so y'all better remember those details, because these are going to be information that will come up in Swords in Hand / Bible Trivia tomorrow. We will read that again. And when they left Marah, they came to Elim, and in Elim, there were 12 fountains of water and 70 palm trees. 70 is 70. 3 scores adds to 60, and 10 makes 70. So there were 70 palm trees and 12 fountains of water in Elim. Verse 10. And they removed from Elim and encamped by the Red Sea. And they removed from the Red Sea and encamped in the wilderness of Sin. And they took their journey out of the wilderness of Sin and encamped in Dufka. And they departed from Dufka and encamped in Alush. And they removed from Alush and encamped in Rephidim, where was no water for the people to drink. Okay, remember when we read about that in chapters before, where the children of Israel did not have any water? Well, now we have some clarification about where they were. This is the place that they were at when they had no water. It's called Rephidim. Let's read that again, verse 14. And they removed from Alush. That means that they left Alush and encamped at Rephidim, where was no water for the children of Israel to drink. So the place where they had no water to drink, after they had left they had left that other place where they had 14 fountains. 14 fountains and 70 palm trees. And now they were in a place where they had no water. And they departed from Rephidim and pitched in the wilderness of Sinai. And they removed from the desert of Sinai and pitched at Kibroth Hatava. Kibroth Hatava. And they departed from Kibroth Hatava and encamped at Hazeroth. And they departed from Hazeroth and pitched in Rithmah. And they left Rithmah and pitched in Rimmon Perez. And they departed from Rimmon Perez and pitched in Libnah. And they left from Libnah and pitched in Rizah. And they journeyed from Rizah and pitched in Kehilathan. And they went from Kehilathan and pitched in Mount Shapher. And they removed from Mount Shapher and encamped in Aradah. And they removed from Haradah and pitched in Makheloth. And they removed from Makheloth and encamped at Tahath. And they departed from Tahath and pitched in Tarah. And they removed from Tarah and pitched in Michkah. And they went from Michkah and pitched in Hashmanah. And they departed from Hashmanah and encamped in Moseroth. And they departed from Moseroth and pitched in Bene-Jaakan. And they removed from Bene-Jaakan and encamped at Hor-Haggidgad. And they went from Hor-Haggidgad and pitched in Josbatha. And they removed from Jorbatha and encamped in Ebrona. And they departed from Erona and encamped at Ezion-Geber. Exactly. There's a lot, because it was a lot of 40 years of traveling. Of course, yes, they would have gone across America. They would have gone around the perimeter of North America, down to South America, around, they would have gone all the way around. 40 years. So they indeed passed through a lot of cities. Verse 36. And they removed from Ezion-Geber and pitched in the wilderness of Zin, which is Kadesh. And they removed from Kadesh and pitched in Mount Hor, in the edge of the land of Edom. And you all remember what happened on Mount Hor, guys. How many people here remember what happened on Mount Hor, according to the chapters we read before? I'm going to give you all about 5 minutes. Let me see if you all are really following the reading. If you're remembering anything, what was the last event we read about that happened on Mount Hor? Anybody remember? Where's Kad? Kad, do you remember the last event that occurred on Mount Hor from the readings of previous chapters, a few chapters back? All right, this I'm going to tell you because it's going to come up in Swords in and Bible Trivia tomorrow. It was on Mount Hor that Aaron died. Look it up. Make sure I ain't giving you nothing erroneous. I don't think I am, but I do have a little bit of memory left. Yes, on Mount Hor, H-O-R, is where Aaron died. That's where Moses took Aaron and Eleazar when the Lord told him that Aaron is going to be gathered unto his people, meaning Aaron is going to die. So he should make sure that Aaron shared his knowledge of priesthood with Eleazar. Right? And they went and he told Moses that Aaron was going to die on the mountain. Moses didn't tell Aaron that he knew that Aaron was going to die. But they went up on Mount Hor, and that's where, yes, Mount Hor, Hor. And that's where the Lord had told Moses to strip Aaron of his priestly raiment and dress it onto Eleazar, and then Aaron was going to die. And it happened just so that Aaron died upon Mount Hor. All right, let us continue. And that Mount Hor was on the edge of Edom. And Aaron the priest went up into the Mount Hor at the commandment of the Lord, and look how and died there in the 40th year after the children of Israel were come out of the land of Egypt, in the first day of the 5th month. So Aaron died on the first day of the 5th month, on the 40th year after they had come out of Egypt. So 40 years after they left Egypt. Didn't Aaron disobey God by smoothing the rock? Aaron, I don't remember about the smoothing of the rock, but I know that he was advocating. That's what I call it in modern day language. He was advocating for the children of Israel because they had no water. And he was asking Moses, are we going to allow the people to continue dying of thirst? We need water. So he was with the people. Like a good politician, he was for the people. And Moses did not like that Aaron was sort of siding with the people. He felt that Aaron was, by him siding with the people, he was going against him, Moses. Because the people had no water, the people were grumbling, and Aaron was grumbling with them and grumbling to Moses for them. And that didn't sit well with Moses. I'm sorry, that's not my fault. That was Moses that died because he smoothed the rock. Really? I'm not sure, because where we're at right now, Moses is still alive. Remember, he is giving Joshua instructions and telling Joshua how to deal with the people and how to deal with the different heads of government that was going on there. He is giving Joshua all those instructions because Joshua is going to take over from Moses at this point. She said, God says, how did they pass Zin again? Isn't that where Miriam died? That is because there was the wilderness of Sin, as in S-I-N. There was the wilderness of Sinai, S-I-N-A-I. And then there is the wilderness of Zin, Z-I-N. Okay, let us continue with verse 39. And Aaron was 123 years old when he died. And King Arad the Canaanite, which dwelt in the south of the land of Canaan, heard of the coming of the children of Israel. King Herod heard of the, Arad is A-R-A-D, heard of the coming of the children of Israel. And they departed from Mount Hor and pitched in Zalmunna. And they departed from Zalmunna and pitched in Punun. And they departed from Punun and pitched in Oboth. And they departed from Oboth and pitched in Abarim, in the border of Moab. And they departed from Abarim, which is shortened by Aim, and pitched in Dibon Gad. And they removed from Dibon Gad and encamped in Almon Diboleham. Israel, how are you doing, my love? I've seen you so long. I hope everybody's doing fine. Guys, big up Israel. We haven't seen Israel in a long time. But Israel is one of our faithful travelers as well. Come on, guys. Give Israel a great big welcome. And if you are not following that channel, go ahead over there, guys, and follow that channel. Oh, we are not saying yeah. Okay, darling. That's why we're catching each other up here. We are working with each other. All right, verse 45. And they departed from Ahem and pitched in Dibon-Gad, and they removed from Dibon-Gad and encamped in Almon Diblathaim. And they removed from Almon Diblathaim and pitched in mountains of Abarim before Nebo. And they departed from the mountains of Abarim and pitched in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho. And they pitched by Jordan from Beth Jezimoth even unto Abel Shittim in the plains of Moab. And the Lord spake unto Moses in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when ye are passed over Jordan into the land of Canaan, then ye shall drive out all the inhabitants of the land from before you, and destroy all their pictures, and destroy all their molten images, and quite pluck down all their high places. And he shall dispose the inhabitants of the land, and dwell therein, for I have given you the land to possess it. And he shall divide the land by lot for inheritance among your families. And to the more he shall give the more inheritance, and to the fewer he shall give the less inheritance. Every man's inheritance shall be in the place where his lot falleth. According to the tribes of your fathers, he shall inherit. But if he will not drive out the inhabitants of the land from before you, then it shall come to pass that those which he let remain of them shall be pricks in your eyes, and thorns in your sides, and shall vex you in the land wherein you dwell. Moreover, it shall come to pass that I shall do unto you as I thought to do unto them. All right, guys, you all heard that. That was chapter 33 of the book of Numbers. Here, the Lord has told Moses that when they reach the land of Canaan, just come to support you a little. It's midnight here to see you again. Okay, my love. Okay, my love. You have yourself a fantastic night. It is always a pleasure to see you, even for a second, my love. It's always a pleasure. Thank you so much, Israel. Israel telling you guys, don't forget to like up the stream, and don't forget to share out the stream and invite your friends to come on over. You are so welcome, Israel. You are so welcome. You are certainly welcome, my love. So, guys, right here in Numbers 33 is where Moses is being told that when they reach across Jordan over into the land of Canaan, they were supposed to drive out all the people from there, because that is supposedly the promised land. That's the land that the Lord is giving to all the children of Israel. That's the land that they were promised from the time that they were in Egypt. That's the land that they were promised. So now he's saying, when you get over there, you need to drive out all the Canaanites. You need to destroy their castles. You need to destroy all their molten images, all of their pictures, everything that will remind you of them. Destroy it. Destroy every man, every woman, every child, everybody. Drive them out or destroy them. Whatever you do, get rid of them. Because if you leave even one of them, they're going to become prickles in your eyes and prickles in your sides. You know what that means? that even one, they're going to maintain the loyalty to the land, and they are going to cause problems. You remember with Moses? Moses was raised down there in Egypt in the Pharaoh's house, but he was still loyal. Once he learned where he was from, he maintained his loyalty to the children of Israel. And that was the same thing the Lord was warning them about. That when you all get to Canaan, if you leave any of the Canaanites to continue to dwell among you, they are going to torture you and they are going to come back with revenge. So sometimes you see, guys, even in our normal everyday life, when you see people have differences and they say, you know, they want to just get rid of everything that will ever remind them of the person with whom they have had the difference. You understand that that is a normal human feeling, because there's always that thing in your head that the person might be coming back for revenge. Especially if you do harm to people. You ever see how wicked people can be afraid? You ever see how wicked people can be so afraid of the people who they have bewitched and caused pain and harm? They run it when no one running after them. They hide when nobody is looking for them, because their wickedness tormenting them. So it's the same way these people are going to live. If they have just a few Canaanite people among them, they're going to be watching them night and day to see what they're going to do to sabotage them, to see what the Canaanites will do to sabotage any efforts of the children of Israel. Because that's what happens when you do people wrong. Because you're going to not go see the people with their land. You're going to drive them out. You're going to break up them pictures. You're going to break down their buildings. You're going to break up everything and chase them out. Kill who you have to kill and dash who you have to dash out. Chase them out of where you come and saw them. You came and saw them, you know. You're going to chase them out. And you're going to take it over. And now you're going to live in fear, because you're going to be living and looking back over your shoulders all the time, wondering if these people are going to avenge you for what you have done to them. If only we could live in peace. If only we could live in peace. Because when you hear people talking about capture land, I must out of the Bible and get it from. That it was okay if you just get up and go sit down on other people's place and decide so you're not moving and drive them out and do all manner of niggermancy and whatever on them, so that they don't want their land anymore, so that they're not able to inhabit their land. You just take it over. Hey, when you see people like that, they must be from the tribe of the children of Israel. Anywho, my brother Overton is in the house. Welcome, Overton. What's up? At 5:30 now for me, 10:30 for you. How are you doing, my brother? So good to see you. So good to see you. So good to see you. Overton, see one other channel there, another sister channel roll up in here. Isra Aya TV. I don't know if you have Isra. If you have their channel, go check them out. If you don't have their channel, go check them out and do the do, Yes, brother Overton. I know you are working to get to the promised land. Yeah, I know that. So that's why we're trying to help each other out here. You're not looking at me? It's lie you're telling. It's lie you're telling, Overton. You not looking at me when excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Excuse me, guys. You not looking at me, Overton. Yeah, I believe that when I see it. But anyway, guys, we are going to continue with the reading. But like if I talk to me, no, you talk with me. You're talking with me, brother Overton. So, so come on, we are reading up. We are reading up because we are going to be doing Swords in and Bible Trivia tomorrow, guys. Yeah, and tomorrow we're gonna have time. So we might even start. I might even start early tomorrow because we're going to have time. Lots of time we're going to have tomorrow. So we can sit down and go over. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to have, how many chapters we have tomorrow? We're going to do quite a few chapters tomorrow, you know. So tomorrow gonna be a big day for swords in hand. Tomorrow gonna be a big day for swords in hand. Yeah. What we doing tomorrow, Overton? Credit giveaway tomorrow? In Overton, credit? Yeah, me can do credit giveaway tomorrow. Alright, tomorrow credit giveaway. Credit giveaway tomorrow. The winner tomorrow. Winner of tomorrow's Swords in Hand Bible Trivia. If you're in Jamaica, you get credit. If you are in Jamaica, you get credit. If you are not in Jamaica, you get bananas. You get yeah, bananas and watchers and that sort of thing. If you have a channel. But we usually give the people from Jamaica credit. People in America pay one phone bill, they don't need no credit. Yeah, they don't need no credit. Those in America. And the people in America, if you win and you want to donate your credit, you just tell me who you want to donate your credit to, and we can set it up. When you get you're gonna live in the UK. We're gonna talk about that after the year Overton. We are gonna talk about that off the year. Because things can ship go to England, you know. Yeah, things can ship go to England. So we can talk about it. Yeah, we can talk about it, my brother. All right, Sikade begin you up. We are now on to chapter 34, guys. Let us move along to chapter 35. Everybody get your book Bible or your Google Bible. If you are just coming into the live, a very special welcome to you. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, so that whenever I upload a video, you'll be first to get notified. Chapter 34. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Command the children of Israel, and say unto them, when ye come into the land of Canaan, this is the land that shall fall unto you for an inheritance, even the land of Canaan with the coast thereof. Then your south quarter shall be from the wilderness of Zin, along by the coast of Edom, and your south border shall be the outermost coast of the salt sea eastward. And your border shall turn from the south to the ascent of Akrabim, and pass on to Zin. And the going forth thereof shall be from the south to Kadesh Barnea, and shall go on to Azar Adar, and pass on to Asmon. And the border shall fetch a compass from Asmon unto the river of Egypt, and the goings out and of it shall be at the sea. Okay, so the Lord is telling them where their borders are supposed to extend to. And as for the western border, he shall even have the great sea for a border. This shall be your west border. And this shall be your north border. From the great sea ye shall point out for you Mount Hor. From Mount Hor ye shall point out your border unto the entrance of Hamath, and the goings forth of the border shall be to Zedab. And the border shall go on to Zipharon, and the goings out of it shall be at Hazarenan. This shall be your north border. And he shall point out your east border from Azar Enan to Shepham. And the coast shall go down from Shepham to Riblah, on the east side of Ain, and the border shall descend, and shall reach unto the side of the sea of Chimereth eastward. And the border shall go down to Jordan, and the goings out of it shall be at the salt sea. This shall be your land with the coast thereof round about. And Moses commanded the children of Israel, saying, This is the land which ye shall inherit by lot, which the Lord commanded to give unto the 9 tribes. 9? Unto the 9 tribes, and to the half tribe. Who? So who is the half tribe? And what happened to the other 2? Now this is interesting. Let us continue reading and see what else happened there. For the tribe of the children of Reuben, oh, remember, Reuben had gotten the land before, remember? Remember when Reuben and Caleb told Moses? I haven't read it yet, but I am just thinking about what I've read before. Remember in the chapters before where Moses, Reuben and Caleb had told Moses that they had so much cattle that they did not want to continue with them. So if it was okay that they stayed in that land where they were because there was enough grass, it was nice and green for all their cattle. And remember, Moses had told them it was okay for them to stay. So I guess that's where they were. So that's why now they are saying 9 tribes. Are you all with me? We are going to continue reading to see if we can either justify that thought of mine or squash it. Let's read chapter 14. For the tribe of the children of Reuben, according to the house of their fathers, and the tribe of the children of Gad, according to the house of their fathers, have received their inheritance, and half the tribe of Manasseh have received their inheritance. So that was the tribe of Reuben and Gad, and half the tribe of Manasseh. The 2 tribes and the half tribe have received their inheritance on this side Jordan, near Jericho eastward, towards the sun rising. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, These are the names of the men which shall divide the land unto you, Eleazar the priest, and Joshua the son of Nun. And he shall take 1 prince of every tribe to divide the land by inheritance. And the names of the men are these: of the tribe of Judah, Caleb the son of Jephunneh. Yes, Caleb was from the tribe of Judah. And of the tribe of the children of Simeon, Shemuel the son of Ammihud. Of the tribe of Benjamin, Helidad the son of Chislon. Of the prince of the tribe of the children of Dan, Bukai the son of Jogli. And the prince of the children of Joseph, for the tribe of the children of Manasseh, Haniel the son of Ephod. And the prince of the tribe of the children of Ephraim, Kemuel the son of Shiftan. And the prince of the tribe of the children of Zebulun, Elizaphan the son of Parnash. And the prince of the tribe of the children of Issachar, Paltiel the son of Azan. And the prince of the tribe of the children of Asher, Ahihud the son of Shelomi. And the prince of the tribe of the children of Naphtali, Pedahel, the son of Ammihud. These are they whom the Lord commanded to divide the inheritance unto the children of Israel in the land of Canaan. Modest is here. Wow, Miss Schoolers. Modest is here. How are you doing, Modest? Good to see you, sis. Good to see you. How is everything going with you, my love? I hope everything is going just peachy. Hope everything is going just fine. Good to see you. Good to see you. We are here reading the book of Numbers. We are finishing up the book of Numbers in preparation for our Swords in Hand / Bible Trivia tomorrow. Okay? Verse 35. Verse 35. If you hear the sound of a saxophone in the background, that's my child playing her saxophone. But verse 35 of the Numbers. And the Lord spake unto Moses in the plains of Moab, by the Jordan, near Jericho, saying, Command the children of Israel that they give unto the Levites of the inheritance of their possession cities to dwell in. And ye shall give also unto the Levites suburbs for the cities round about them. And the cities they shall have to dwell in, and the suburbs of them shall be for their cattle and for their goods and for all their beasts. And the suburbs of the cities which ye shall give unto the Levites shall reach from the wall of the city and outward 1,000 cubits round about. So here he was awarding the Levites, mother say, oh, the family, oh, they are good. You know, we are on the eastern side, so they are getting a lot of rain and so, but not too bad, not as bad as, you know, Tampa and further west, but they're good. Thank you so much for asking. So here we are on chapter 35 and verse 5. And he shall measure from without the city on the east side 2,000 cubits, and on the south side 2,000 cubits, and on the west side 2,000 cubits, and on the north side 2,000 cubits. So that was a 2,000 cubit square mile where they were supposed to measure out to give to the Levites for them to be traders. Natalia is in the house. My sister Natalia is in the house. Welcome, Natalia. How are you doing, my love? So good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. All right, now we are on to verse 6. And among the cities which ye shall give unto the Levites, there shall be 6 cities for refuge. How many cities for refuge? 6 cities for refuge, which ye shall appoint for the manslayer, that he may flee thither, and to them he shall add 42 cities. So all the cities which ye shall give to the Levites shall be 48 cities. So the Levites were being given 48 cities. Don't remember that. Don't forget that, guys. 48 cities for the Levites. Them shall he give with their suburbs. And the cities which ye shall give shall be of the possession of the children of Israel. From them that have many, he shall give many, but from them that have few, he shall give few. Every one shall give of his cities unto the Levites, according to his inheritance, which he inherited. So everybody is going to give the Levites something. So the Levites, they are going to be like the brother Nancy. You know what brother Nancy said? Everybody give him half of their banana. Everybody give him half of their banana. There were 6 of them. And brother Nancy said, yeah, there are 6 of them. There are 7 of them, but there are only 6 bananas. So brother Nancy said, okay, the 6 of you take a banana. I will do without. but all you all have to do is give me a piece of yours. So when each of the 6 people gave him a piece, he got more than them. So here the Levites are getting a portion of inheritance from everybody. And they are getting 40 by 40 by 40 by 40, 40 by 40 plot for their goods and services. So that is where they're going to build up their mall. Yes, their trading ports. Verse 9 says, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when he be come over Jordan into the land of Canaan, then he shall appoint you cities to be cities of refuge for you, that the slayer may flee thither, which killeth any person at unawares. And they shall be unto you cities for refuge from the avenger, that the manslayer die not, until he stand before the congregation of judgment. So you see, the Lord is telling them to build, to have the cities round about them, where they shall, those are going to be their outposts, where they are going to set up, the soldiers are going to stay there to watch out for the children, for the Canaanites who might be plotting and planning an attack when they are not aware. When they least expect it, they're worried that the Canaanites are going to come back for their land. They're going to come back for war. Ricky TV, Ricky, what's up? That's Rick TV vlog, guys. How are you doing? Good to see you, Rick. Good to see you. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Verse 11. Then he shall appoint you cities to be cities of refuge for you, that the slayer may flee thither, which killeth any person at unawares. And they shall be unto you cities for refuge from the avenger, that the manslayer die not, until he stand before the congregation of judgment. And of these cities which he shall give, 6 cities shall he have for refuge. He shall give 3 cities on this side Jordan, and 3 cities shall he give in the land of Canaan, which shall be cities of refuge. These 6 cities shall be a refuge both for the children of Israel and for the stranger, and for the sojourner among them, that every one that killeth any person unawares may flee thither. And if he smite him with an instrument of iron, so that he die, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to death. And if he smite him with throwing a stone, wherewith he may die, and he die, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to. Okay, you all know what I'm talking about. Or if he smite him with a hand weapon of wood, wherewith he may die, and he die, he is a murderer. And the murderer shall surely be put to. The avenger of blood himself shall slay the murderer. When he meeteth him, he shall slay him. But if he thrust him of hatred, or hurl at him by laying of walt, that he die, or in enmity smite him with his hand, that he die, he that smote him shall surely be put to, for he is a murderer. The revenger of blood shall slay the murderer when he meeteth him. But if he thrust him suddenly without enmity, or have cast upon him anything without laying of weight, or with any stone wherewith a man may die, seeing him not, and cast it upon him that he die, and wax not his enemy, neither sought him harm. Then the congregation shall judge between the slayer and the revenger of blood according to these judgments. So right there he's saying, guys, right there it is saying, if you deliberately pick up a piece of iron and hit somebody, you know the piece of iron is deadly. When you hit somebody with a piece of iron, you know that the possibility of them dying is real. So if you hit them with a piece of iron or a piece of wood or anything of that nature that you know can cause their death and they die, you are a murderer, and so therefore you deserve to be put to. And the Bible says, sign up is not me, we're just reading. However, if you pick up a pebble, you understand, and you throw it at somebody, you didn't throw it to hurt them, you didn't intend to harm them because you didn't throw it with hatred, you did not lay in wait for them. Because when you lay in wait for somebody to set up somebody, that means you're planning harm. Because people don't lay in wait and set up people for good things. If you're laying wait and you're setting up to hurt somebody, it's because you intend to cause harm, and that is premeditated. But if you just, throw a stone at somebody and accidentally the stone hit them on their forehead, but you was just throwing it for them to catch it, and it hit them on their forehead and they die for whatever reason, then you're going to be brought before the judges to be judged as to whether or not your actions at that time and around that time towards that person was indicative of hatred and intent to hurt the person. And they will judge you and determine that whether or not you are going to be put to or you are going to be let off the charge. Let us continue with verse 25. And the congregation shall deliver the slayer out of the hand of the revenger of blood. And the congregation shall restore him to the city of his refuge, whither he was fled, and he shall abide in it unto the death of the high priest, which was anointed with the holy oil. But if the slayer shall at any time come without the border of the city of his refuge, whither he was fled, and the revenger of blood find him without the borders of the city of his refuge, and the revenger of blood kill the slayer, he shall not be guilty of blood, because he shall have remained in the city of his refuge until the death of the high priest. But after the death of the high priest, the slayer shall return into the land of his possession. Okay. Excuse me, Cad. Yes, Cad. Yeah, Cad is with me. Right on there. Yes. This is where we get premeditated murder from. Yes. If you sit there, lay in wait for somebody, plan for somebody, if somebody knew that you had expressed hatred towards that person, and then all of a sudden, this person dies at your hand, then for sure, you are going to be deemed guilty of murder, because it would have been that you plotted this murder. Oh, wait a minute. I can't find my space for the chair. It would have been that you plotted this murder based on your hatred for the individual. We are on to now, excuse me, guys. We're on to now verse 30. Hold on, guys. You all know I'm on a diet, right? On a diet for the birthday. And even after the birthday. But this is my drink that I made today. I got to shake it up. Carrot, cucumber, celery, ginger, turmeric. All right. Delicious. Add no sugar, add no milk, add nothing to it. Just blend it with a little bit of water. And that's it. So anyway, let's move on to chapter 30. We are on chapter 35, verse 30. Whoso killeth any person, the murderer shall be put to death by the mouth of witnesses. But one witness shall not testify against any person to cause him to die. That sounds like where we get 13 jurors from, huh? So is it 13 or 11? It's an odd number where one person got to be the odd one out. Let's continue reading. Moreover, he shall take no satisfaction for the life of a murderer, which is guilty of death, but he shall be surely put to death. So you see, the person who deliberately murders somebody, they deserve to be put to death. Because if they will murder you, they will murder me, they will murder anybody else. You don't gain a satisfaction from it. And you don't rejoice over it. But this person, it is telling you that this person is dangerous. Natalie, I'm not talking to you, no. I'm not talking to Natalie, no, guys. Natalie, I'm done with you. I expect you to be on my side, sis. I expect. Oh, she said, how long? How long am I on diet? Well, I'm on diet about, how many days now, Cad? How many days am I on diet? About 2 weeks now? Yeah, about 2 weeks now. I don't know if I lose any inches, but yeah, I've been drinking. I just need to burn some fat. I need to do some exercise. Yeah, but I'm not doing any exercise. Yeah, but I've been on this fruit, veggie liquid diet. Yeah, and drinking green tea. Drinking green tea with lemon juice and apple cider. So I don't know that. Oh my God, it's just my midsection is my problem. Nowhere else. Oh, you need to be on one. You need to go follow that African girl that keep doing the belly thing. I need to start doing that belly thing and see if I will get any results. Yes, Cara, I'm on a seafood diet. As with seafood, me eat it. But the thing is, I try to make sure I'm eating healthy food, like bananas and tangerines, and yeah, like making my drink. They're making my smoothies, stuff like that. Yeah. So every 3 days, I'll show you my thing, and let's see how much I'm going to lose. I don't know. We will see. We will see. If I don't lose any, so be it. Oh well. We will see. But let us continue with the reading right here. We are on to now verse 32. And he shall take no satisfaction for him that is fled to the city of his refuge, that he should come again to dwell in the land until the death of the priest. For he shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. On here, defile not therefore the land which ye shall inhabit, wherein I dwell. For I, the Lord, dwell among the children of Israel. So you hear, guys? So when people are kill up themselves and I talk about, say, oh, and I, we don't feel take back the life of the murderers them and all of these things. I don't have no sympathy for no murderer, especially the murderer deliberately look on people and a pop. You have your good sense, your good head, and you are going to deliberately take a weapon and take the life of another human being, and then you come crying, want sympathy? No, it is not right. It is not fair. And as a victim of gun violence, I can tell you, it is, I cannot in good conscience not agree with the death penalty. I cannot in good conscience, because it's not you KLL me KLL you. That is not how it is when the state enacts the death penalty on somebody who is dangerous to society. It is not no eye for an eye, because it is not the same thing like me and you. The state has that inherent authority to protect me and to protect you, to protect me from you and you from me. So therefore, if I am going to decide that I am going to create mayhem in society, I'm going to just take life, so I'm going to take life, then I do not deserve to keep mine. No, how if you deserve to keep mine, I'm going to take yours. And people come out and cry about eye for an eye. No, eye for an eye comes now if it's me and you in the house, and today me thief your dumpling and tomorrow you thief mine, or me thief your dumpling and you thief something else that is very, very nice to me, when we have that kind of a close relation. But if you go out the street, you go out on the street and you determine that you are going to have a weapon, and you want somebody in the 95, somebody cut you off, and you get angry, and you take out your weapon and you take that person's life. You know when you shoot the person. That's what the Bible says. You know if you are going to hit a person with a piece of metal or a piece of wood. Yeah, if you know when you're gonna hit them, that you're gonna hit them, they are going to die. If they die, you are a murderer. And if so, then you deserve to be punished. The same way you punish that person by taking them out of this world beforehand is the same way society going to punish you and take you out. You're a menace. Yes, because they're a menace to society. If they just keep doing this, so they need to be taken care of. Society needs to take care of them. That does not equate to eye for an eye, because the state has the authority to protect me, to protect you. So how the state is going to be involved in eye for an eye? No, that's not eye for an eye. Eye for an eye is me and you. Eye for an eye is me and you. So could take the life of my husband or my child, and me go back and take the life of her husband or her child. That is the eye for an eye. But when you take my life and you are judged for having taken my life, and it is determined that you lay in wait for me, you was planning for me, you're determined from a long time ago that you need to eliminate me. You plotted this. Yeah. And when the court determined that that's what you did, then the state is going to take care of you, not me. Because if you do it to me and me do it to you, then that is where the eye for an eye come from. But the state holds no guilt, because the state has a responsibility before the guilt. So the state is not a single individual. The state is seen as the collective leadership of the entire community. And that's where the responsibility for the safety of everybody is concerned. And so if you decide to take out somebody, then the state is going to determine that you be taken out. And I think it is only fair. I think it is only fair. And I know me say it is written right here. We are on now to chapter 36, and I think that is the last chapter in the book of Numbers. And the chief fathers of the children of Gilead, the son of Masher, the son of Manasseh, and the families of the sons of Joseph came near and spake before Moses and before the princes and the chief fathers of the children of Israel. And they said, the Lord commandeth my Lord to give the land for inheritance by lot to the children of Israel. And my Lord was commanded by the Lord to give the inheritance of Zelophehad, our brother, unto his daughters. And if they be married to any of the sons of the other tribes and of the children of Israel, then shall their inheritance be taken from the inheritance of our fathers, and shall be put to the inheritance of the tribe whereunto they are received. So shall it be taken from the lot of our inheritance. And when the jubilee of the children of Israel shall be, then shall their inheritance be put into the inheritance of the tribe whereunto they are received. So shall their inheritance be taken away from the inheritance of the tribe of our fathers. Oh, Arlie is in the place. How are you doing, my sister Arlie? Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome. Guys, as you are coming, don't forget to hit the like button, you know. Don't forget. We are on to Numbers chapter 36. God says, Trev, do you see what I mean? The Lord commandeth your Lord. So the big Lord talked to the little Lord. Okay, Arlie, good that you are okay. Is that what it is called? The big Lord commandeth the little Lord, I guess. And Moses commanded the children of Israel according to the word of the Lord, saying, the tribe of the sons of Joseph hath said well. Okay, the tribe of the sons of Joseph have said well. What did they say? They said, the Lord commanded my Lord, okay, to give the land. Okay, God, I see it. The Lord, capital L, commanded my Lord, common L, okay, to give the land for an inheritance by lot to the children of Israel. And my Lord was commanded by the Lord to give the inheritance of Zelophehad, our brother, unto his daughter. So for those of you who are following me in the record, you know how much I love you, my sister. I just love you. Guys, you all see, if you are following along in your Bible, you will see that when they spoke of the Lord, mean the higher Lord, they use the capital L. But when they're speaking of the Lord, the lower lords, they use a common L. Sister Winnie is in there. Sister Winnie, how are you doing? How are you doing? Good to see you, Sister Winnie. Guys, if you don't have Sister Winnie, go connect to Sister Winnie, please. And the channel tonight that I am sending you all to, tonight I am sending you all to Journey with Jackie Houston. Go on over there to that channel and support Journey with Jackie Houston. That's the channel I am promoting tonight for y'all to go over there and support Jackie. All right, so this was what the children of Joseph were concerned about. They said, Moses, remember you had given the inheritance of Zelophehad, you gave his inheritance to his daughters. So now, if the daughters are married to any of the sons of the other tribes of the children of Israel, then shall their inheritance be taken from the inheritance of our fathers, and shall be put to the inheritance of the tribe whereunto they are received. Yard Foods is in the house. Already connect. Okay, everybody already connect with Jackie. If you're not connected with Jackie, go connect with Jackie. Journey with Jackie Houston. And when the Jubilee of the children of Israel shall be, then shall their inheritance be put unto the inheritance of the tribe, whereunto they are received. So shall their inheritance be taken away from the inheritance of the tribe of our fathers. And Moses commanded the children of Israel according to the word of the Lord, saying, the tribe of the sons of Joseph hath said well. This is the thing which the Lord doth command concerning the daughters of Zelophehad, saying, let them marry to whom they think best. Only to the family of the tribe of their father shall they marry. So to keep it in the family, that's where royalty come from. So to keep it in the family, the daughters of Zelophehad were supposed to be married to, let them marry to whom they think best, only of the family of the tribe of their father. So they cannot marry out of the tribe of their father. So their father, Zelophehad, they can only marry to people who are descendants. God, Zelophehad, who was his? Was he descendant of Dan or God? Let me check it out here, guys. Let's check it out. Was Zelophehad a descendant? Was he a descendant of God? Let me find out here, guys. Let's see. Anybody know of it before I find it? Who were they the descendants of? Zelophehad. Anybody found it before me? Was it? Oh, it was of Manasseh. Oh yes, there were descendants from the tribe of Manasseh. All right, thank you so much, Card. Thank you so much, my sister. So Zelophehad, that was the person who had the 5 daughters. So those 5 daughters we read about in previous chapters, those were the daughters who had went to Moses to ask to be the heirs for their father's estate. Okay, so they were indeed descendants of Manasseh. Let us continue verse 7. So shall not the inheritance of the children of Israel remove from tribe to tribe, for every one of the children of Israel shall keep himself to the inheritance of the tribe of his fathers. And every daughter that possesseth an inheritance in any tribe of the children of Israel shall be wife unto one of the family of the tribe of her father, that the children of Israel may enjoy every man the inheritance of his fathers. So you see, that is where you see people say they don't want to marry outside of their culture, and want married outside of their race. They don't want married outside of their family. The royal family, they always kept it in the family, marrying each other and all of this mess. It all started in the Bible, that you should marry somebody in the descendant of your tribe. Because once you marry somebody in the descendant of your tribe, then whatever inheritance you have, it will stay among the tribe. But if you go outside and go marry somebody else, then whatever you have, you're going to have to share it. And they don't want that. So they say, everybody, you marry to somebody in your tribe. Don't be doing this race mixing and all of this. That's exactly what they were saying here. Well, I'm glad it's not in this time here. All of these rules that Moses is giving these people, I'm glad it's not in these times. And verse 9 says, neither shall the inheritance remove from one tribe to another tribe, but every one of the tribes of the children of Israel shall keep himself to his own inheritance. Even as the Lord commanded Moses, so did the daughters of Zelophehad. For Mahihah, Tirzah, and Hoglah, and Milcah, and Noah. That's Noah is a girl's name in this point. So remember, we had a Noah that was a boy's name, a man's name, and now we have this Noah is a girl's name. Two different people, my friends. Okay? The daughters of the Zelophehad were married unto their father's brothers' sons. So they married their first cousins. Their father's brothers' sons they were married to. And they were married into the families of the sons of Manasseh, the son of Joseph. And their inheritance remained in the tribe of the family of their father. These are the commandments and the judgments which the Lord commandeth by the hand of Moses unto the children of Israel in the plains of Moab, by Jordan, near Jericho. Christine is in the house. Welcome into the house, Sister Christine. How are you doing? So good to see you, Sister Christine. We are here. We have just finished the reading of Numbers chapter 36, which is the last chapter in the book of Numbers. And this, with us having finished this, guys, we have read now 4 books of the Bible: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, and Numbers. And I hope from all of this reading that you all are getting some understanding, because I certainly am getting some understanding, some clarity about, some of the foggy areas in the Bible, particularly in these areas. I think they have tried their best to give us some clarity, because things are repeated and there's some explanation being given, just like you're writing a story and you want your reader to understand what you are saying. So if there is one point where you think there might be some ambiguity, you feel compelled to provide clarity, and it is providing some clarity for us here, which I appreciate. Letitia is in the house. Letitia, how are you doing, my love? It's been a minute. How are you? So good to see you. Happy Wednesday to you. I hope you're having a fabulous and a fantastic Wednesday afternoon. I certainly am. Every day that I'm vertical is a day that I give thanks, and it is a day. It is a day. Yes, I have learned and understood much more. It's true, Christine. Even I have learned so much. I have names now in my mind that I never had before. I have scenarios and situations explained that I didn't know before. There are some things that I have forgotten, but there are some things that I will never forget. There are some things that I will never forget. And guys, I'm telling you, I'm really glad that I embarked on this journey. And I sincerely appreciate all of you who have come on this journey with me. We got a long way to go. But the longest journey begins with the first step. We have started. That is the most important thing. We have started. So we expect to finish. Right, Letitia? We have started, Tisha. So we expect to finish. And we are going to continue reading and trying to explain it amongst ourselves and trying to find clarity wherever we can find it, so that by the end of this, we will all have some basic knowledge of what is really in the Bible. If there's anybody who is having to write a paper about, I wish I had a paper to write about law. If I was ever studying to become an attorney and I had to write a paper about law and where law came from, this is the book I would draw for. This is the book I would draw for, because this is where the laws started. And there are so many laws that you could find here that you could also find, you can also find a similar law in today's society which you could compare. You know, because, you know, guys, that is how we learn and that is how we grow mentally and academically. Because if you look at the daughters of Zelophehad, you can compare that. You can compare that to, say, the civil rights movement. Yeah. So we are what? So uno say we can't sit down at the front of the bus. Uno say we can't own nothing. Uno say we can't go to school. Uno say we can. Yeah, we cannot go only because of the color of our skin. So Moses, how comes only the white people get a pass? And what do we? We don't bleed the same blood. Yeah, we don't have the same kind of feelings. We don't go through the same thing. Yeah. You understand? Yes. So we could always compare our modern day requirements for social justice, like the daughters of Zelophehad were determined to get social justice for themselves and had to advocate for themselves, just like how Black people have had to advocate for ourselves to be able to not be forced to sit in the back of the bus, to not be forced to go drink at a separate fountain, not be forced to do this, that, the other, and the third, that sort of thing. Blessing Natalia, how was your day? Joseph and Natalia's exchanging pleasantries there. We have come to the end, guys, of these numbers. I hope you all learned something. I hope you all learned a lot from this. If you were not here when we first started and you plan on being here for Swords in Hand tomorrow, I suggest that you go back and listen to the reading. We read chapters 33, 34, 35, and 36. And the questions tomorrow are going to come from those chapters and the previous 4 chapters. Because remember last week we never did get through the Swords in Hand. So we're going to do Swords in Hand. As a matter of fact, let me grab the phone. As a matter of fact, I'm going to grab the phone right here. And I'm going to put up the Swords in Hand Bible trivia. I'm going to put up the Swords in Hand Bible trivia thumbnail from now, so that tomorrow, when, you know, so y'all can go over there and start liking it up and you know, and getting it out there. I'm going to put it up right now before I forget and before other things come in the way. So we're going to do Swords in Hand Bible trivia tomorrow. Yeah, I'm putting it here. You know, I mean, it's a long time. I mean, I haven't seen, yes, Christine, yes. James, Joseph, Simon, and Jude. What cat answering to? Oh, Christine says, one thing I've always wondered is if Jesus had siblings and who they were. I'm sure I will find out as we go along. I love when you do these lives. Okay, Christine. All right, Christine. I am humbled, my love. I am humbled. Yes, we will. Also, that's what Christine was answering to, that he had a brother, James. Yes, I remember Jesus had a brother named James, because remember, I heard, what's his name? Mike. What is that guy's name? I think his name is Michael. But he's a comedian that I follow on YouTube. I don't remember what's his name, Michael something. But I heard him do a joke about that. So that's how that cemented that in my mind, that Jesus did have a brother named James. Because he did a joke and said, you know, it's how hard it is to follow into your famous brother's footsteps. Because one time James went to a wedding and they ran out of wine. And somebody said to him, James, what are you going to do? You're going to just stand there looking? You're going to stand there in your sandals? You're not going to turn the water into wine like your brother did? So he did a joke like that. And ever since I heard it, I never forget that James was Jesus's brother. Yeah, so now we have that Swords in Hand / Bible trivia. Hold on there, guys, because I have to put this up from today. Tomorrow, Swords in Hand Bible trivia are going to start at 4 o'clock. Okay, guys? I know it's going to be early for some of you, but it's going to be perfect time for me. So it is going to start at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock tomorrow. I'm looking for a thumbnail for it. I'm looking for a thumbnail. For Swords in Hand. I should have a Swords in Hand thumbnail sitting around here somewhere, but me not see it, guys. I should have a Swords in Hand thumbnail somewhere. But Auntie Trev can't find it. I let me use this. Okay, I'm gonna use this. This don't look too bad. All right, that's the one I'm using. So when you see that, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be tomorrow. It's gonna be It is going to be tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow at 4. Yeah, there it is. Not today, tomorrow. Tomorrow at 4 is when it is going to be. If we do not learn anything, that meant we was not listening. We had our like a rock star. That is true, Joseph. That is true. That would have mean so they made all like a rock stone. Lord Joseph, you're not easy. You are not easy. You are not easy at all. Yes, so that is the deal. That is for tomorrow. This is for, okay, let's see. Well, I'm going to put up this thumbnail here, so to make sure that I'm going to see, say, apply. Okay, and this is tomorrow. So this is tomorrow. That is tomorrow. That is tomorrow, 4 o'clock. Yeah, so tomorrow, 4 o'clock, we are going to do our Swords in Hand / Bible trivia tomorrow. Yeah, 4 o'clock tomorrow. We will do that. Let me put that right there. So, yes, guys. So that's going to be the deal for tomorrow. For the rest of the week, after we do Swords in Hand / Bible trivia tomorrow, we are going to be moving on to the Book of Deuteronomy. I know some of you like to read ahead. That is perfectly fine. Go ahead and read if you want, because the Book of Deuteronomy is usually referred to as the 5th book of Moses. So in the Book of Deuteronomy is where we're going to hear about the other activities of Moses. And I think it is in Deuteronomy that Moses died, if I remember correctly. I think it is in Deuteronomy that Moses passes away and hands over to Joshua. Guys, please try to remember or try to listen again to all that we have read so that tomorrow you can win a prize. Tomorrow we are giving away credit. If you are in Jamaica tomorrow and you win, not just if you play, if you win, and win means you got the most answers right, then you will get some Digicel credits. All right, maybe one $5 credit, $5 US credit, or Wolipa credit. Yeah, so you get credit tomorrow if you win, not if you play, but if you win. So come on out, guys. Let the competition be as clean and stiff as possible. If everybody come out, we can have fun for a few hours. Yeah. If you invite your friends and your friends' friends, I have put up the schedule. So once you see it in YouTube in your feed, go ahead and hit the like button, and you can share it out and invite your friends and your community to come on over. I know a lot of people like the Bible stuff. They really like to know their Bible, to be involved in whatever is going on with the Bible, because so many of us, yeah, we take the Bible seriously because our whole life depend on it. Whether you want to believe in a God or you don't believe in a God, or you want to believe in a state, I don't care who you want to believe in. Your life is impacted by this book. So like it or not, it has a vast impact on your life, because all the laws in the land are being brought forth based on laws that existed in the Bible. Yeah. The Bible is the foundation for law, because this is where they draw to. They have modified laws in recent years. They have been forced to modify laws and change this and fix this to fit with modern times. But the origin, the foundation of all the laws came right out of this book. Yes, God, remind them that you are welcome, Joseph. God said tomorrow bring on off. God, you know you're funny. God said, don't forget to bring your offering tomorrow. And I see that there are like what? 9 million people in the house. There are 9 million people in the house. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Oh, Overton, you are back. Yeah, Overton. We are finished reading the book of Numbers. Overton, we finished reading the book of Numbers, my brother. So tomorrow after we do Swords in Hand, Friday morning, we move on to the book of Deuteronomy. Yeah, we are moving along. We should finish Deuteronomy. Let me see how many books, how many chapters Deuteronomy has. I know it has about 30. Is it 30? Oh, it's more than 30. So Deuteronomy has a total of 34 chapters. So that is going to take us into December. Maybe. Yeah, 34 chapters. Yeah. It may not take us so far. 34 chapters is going to take us, because I'm not doing October. I'm taking a lot of breaks. You know what I mean? Right, Overton? We are taking a lot of breaks in the month of October. So when y'all don't see me, don't be worried, don't be mad. You know I'm going to come back in November, but I'll be here in October, but I'm going to have a lot of breaks. So the book of Deuteronomy, we'll try to go it over. We'll try to go it over at least before the birthday party. Right, Overton? Overton, you and I need to talk privately, because we need to. We're Modest. Where's Modest? Which day we're gonna have the party, Overton? Which day we're gonna have the party? Is it going to be? Is it going to be we are going on the honeymoon? Yes, we're going on the honeymoon. Overtime, we are indeed going on the honeymoon. And October 31 days, and I need to determine which of those 31 days is a good day. Is a good day to have the party. Let me see my calendar here, so because we need to find a date, guys. Calendar here, so let's find an October date. Okay. Okay, so I have the 7, 8, 9 off, the 21, 22, 23 off. Those are out of it. We're going to have to figure it out over time. One way or the other, by the hook or the crook. No, it cannot be. No, it can't be the 31st. We can't go all the way to the 31st. What? I have to go now, teacher. I'm doing my laundry. No problem, Joe. No problem, my love. Thank you so much for coming as usual. I hope you have a fabulous rest of the evening, Joseph. Thank you so much, my darling. It's always my pleasure. What Overton say? You're getting baptized on the 30th. So that means that we have to have the party. We have to have the broken out before. Overton, trying to be seriously. We have to have the broken out before you go baptized then, right? I am off from the 1st to the 16th. All right. Overton is off from the 1st to the 16th. What you think about next week? The week of the 9th, the weekend of the 9th, 10, 11. What about that Saturday night there? Oh no, wrong. The week of the 8th, the weekend of the 8th. Because we could have it the weekend of the 22nd. No, Sam, we can't do it the weekend of the 22nd. Oh my time I'm baptized Overton. All right, make us see if we can round it up. And can't say Friday. We don't want to do it on Friday night. One Friday night? One Friday night? Why not a Saturday night? No, man, we can't do it on Friday night because on the Friday, I'm gonna come home from work the Friday morning. So me I go sleep all day the Friday. We can't do it the Friday night. But the Saturday night would be fabulous. Let's go for the Saturday night of the 8th. What do you think about that, Overton? What do you think about the Saturday night of the 8th? That would mean that we have only a week to prepare to put things together for that. What do you think about that? Because from October start, we start celebrating, you know. We now wait upon the specific date. So we can have that on the 8th because the following Saturday me I go work. The following Saturday me I go be off, but that is the Saturday of my birthday when me I go, yeah, no man, cause Friday night overtime, me I go come off of work that Friday morning. So if me have it the Friday night of the 7th, me I go come off of work that Friday morning, tired. Me I go sleep the whole day. So me not gonna be ready. But then if me have the Friday night, if I have it on the Saturday night, then whatever it is that I had to put together, we'll be able to put it together Saturday. Anything that is missing, and then Saturday night going into Sunday, me I get to rest. Yeah, we can do that. So we are gonna shoot for October 8th. Wanna say a week, then feed the next, then for it the next day. Where's the overtime? Okay, the 8th is good. All right, overtime said the 8th is good. Overtime says the 8th is good. And at the 8th of Mother's birthday. When Mother's birthday, the 16th, I think. All right, Mother's are 16, then me, and then you, and some other people there here who I am cutting my cake on the first. Overtime, yeah, cut a cake Saturday. Lord have mercy. Look like some have to get one cake too. Look like some have to get one cake and eat a slice. When Natalia there, me know she gonna tell me now, say Trev, you have to get it up on diet. But I can't eat one little piece of cake. You're not gonna do me nothing. Okay, overtime, so the weekend of the 8th is good. So call the weekend of the 8th, that's Saturday, that's going to be next week, Saturday. We are going to be having the October birthday party. Yeah, one off. We are going to have one of the October birthday parties. We are going to have one next week, Saturday. So if you are in the chat right now, guys, I see you are lots of millions of people in the chat. If you are in the chat, guys, don't forget to join us next week, Saturday. Next week, Saturday, for the October birthday party. What I mean by you now come then? Where you gonna go? Where you gonna get card? What I mean by you now come? You can't come on Saturday night. You better come. You better come, sis. You better come. Because it can't go be Friday night. Because Friday night, me can't manage Friday night. So just make up your mind that it's going to be Saturday night. And that's going to be it. Over time, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it some more because I have my little planner book here so that I'm using to write down what I plan on doing. So I want you to join me and make me talk about it. I don't think we can talk while they at work. Cause me there work, me there home. So me can't talk to you while they at work. But we can talk about it in the week. We can talk about them. I'm working Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but I'm gonna be off Monday, Tuesday. So I have to get everything together between now and then. What do you think? What do you think, overtime? Can we do that? We can prepare in a week. You don't require nothing much. You don't require nothing much, just some decorations and well, what time I drinking one mix up we met this morning. Instead of eating the celery this morning, I blended the celery with some carrots and cucumber, ginger, and turmeric. Mm. What you saw? How people supposed to see the puny writing? Oh my God. Cause that's easy. Cause how people supposed to see the puny writing. Okay. Have the paper and the Cashapp. All right. And I thought it was big, you know. All right, I'm gonna put everything in upper, but they're in upper caps. They're in uppercase. You can't see them. They're not showing bright enough. All right, I'm going to have to modify them then. Okay, overtime Sam can talk to me, no problem. Okay, Kat, I'm going to have to modify them, make them a little bit bigger. Okay, ma'am. Okay. I'm going to make the fonts a little bit bigger. So that they can see them from afar off. Hold on, guys. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. I will use bigger fonts, card. I will use bigger fonts to make it better so that you all will be able to see it. Welcome into the live, guys. If you all are just coming in, you might be a little bit late, but we were doing our regular reading and trying to understand the Bible. Yeah, that's what we were doing. It's a little it's over now. I'm going to come back live once this live is over. I'm going to come back live. Those of you who are over there, on TikTok, we are going to run the topic we ran yesterday. We're going to run that topic over there on TikTok tonight. Because y'all know me, I would love to run the two simultaneously, but I'm always saying YouTube name and TikTok always shut down my live for it. I can't remember. So tomorrow we're gonna do Swords in and Bible trivia at 4. Tonight, if you're over on TikTok, guys, come follow me over TikTok. Come follow me over TikTok at Trevessence, yeah? Trev over there on TikTok. And if you see my backup channel, Stale News, follow that as well. Both are mine. Because you know, my original page, Trevessence, TikTok have a warning. They say one more strike and they might pull it down. So I not even know what they must strike me for anyway, but It's not my life. So yeah. So I have, they say one more and they might kick me off. So that's why I created that backup page so that I can start gathering followers as the time goes by. So that if they take down the Trevessence page, we will still have that one up and already running. All right. Kind of you have to plan before the upper claps come. You can't you can't wait until the time. Then you are running like a chicken without a head. Yeah, so that is the deal. That is the plan for now, guys. We have come to the end of another live, of another of our Bible reading live. I want to say thanks to everybody who came into the chat, everybody who contributed to the chat, everybody who liked the chat and had to leave, everybody who is sitting out there and looking in right now. We said I got 10 million people. Just when I'm about to come off the live, it said I have 10 million people in the live. 10 million people in the live means 10 million people need to hit the like button, and 10 million people need to share the live, and 10 million people need to subscribe to the channel, and 10 million people need to turn on their notification bell so that whenever I upload a video, you'll be first to get notified. I know I don't do a lot of vlogs. I know I do mostly live because I don't do a lot of vlogs. Yeah, the vlogging time to vlog the vlog and edit the vlog and do all of this, and yeah, I know I don't. But anyway, we will come back later. I am going to be on TikTok. Come over there. Come make we chat. We're going to chat about the topic we talked about last night. Then tomorrow we're going to do Swords in and over here at 4 o'clock. And then Friday we're going to do the wrap up of the week. Thank God it's Friday chat. But we're going to just chat about what happened during the course of the week. All the things that we saw and heard and all of those things. All right, guys. So that's going to be it from me for now. Watch ya. So that's going to be it from me for now, guys. Watch ya, so. All right. So that's going to be it from me for now, my friends. Until next time. This is Trev from Trevessence, where your journey matters. See you all later, guys. Have a great evening, everybody.